Do you want to reach your dream IIM? GradeUp brings to you the big Republic Day sale. Flat 40% off plus extra 32% off on all MBA courses. Use code RDAY72. Grab the offer now.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to GradeUp's MBA YouTube channel. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about the VARC section of different MBA examinations. Okay, so all MBA examinations have verbal ability section. In some it is called English, sometimes it is called verbal ability and logical reasoning. Okay, sometimes in some examinations it might be called language skills. Okay, so how the section is different in different examinations, what is the weight of different type of questions in this section. Okay, so we'll see as per our analysis from the exams that were held in the season 2019 and 2020. Okay, so based on that, we'll compare the section, that how it is, how is the difficulty level, what are the type of questions asked, and how you should prepare. Okay, so it will include several MBA examinations, not only CAT, but all the MBA examinations, and we'll see what type of questions you need to prepare for each and every examination. So good evening all once again. So first examination, let's start with CAT itself, the biggest of the MBA examinations. So CAT has 34 questions out of 100 from VARC section. Okay, out of these, out of 34, 24 are from RC, and rest of the 10 questions are from verbal ability, and these verbal ability questions are para jumble, para assembly, odd sentence out, or it could be para completion. So for example, last year we had in CAT 2019, this was the distribution. So there were 5 reading comprehension passages. So this number is always same, it is 5. So this time it was 4 passages with 5 questions each, and the 5th question with 4 questions. Sometimes the structure might be like this: 6, 6, 6 and 3, 3. Okay, so this remains constant. I mean, for the last 5 years, this has been the pattern, that out of 34 questions, 24 from RCs and 10 from verbal ability, that include para jumble, para summary, odd sentence out, para completion, etc. So the good thing about this is there is no grammar or vocab based question. There is no question on grammar, not on vocab. So even in the RCs, they don't ask you the meanings of some phrases. So RCs will be critical reasoning. It could be critical reasoning based questions, or maybe fact based, but no questions on vocab or grammar. So it is mostly a reading based paper. So if you have good reading skills, if you can read and interpret things well, this is the exam for you. Now talking about XAT. So XAT is one of the most difficult examinations. It is difficult than CAT. So if we look at XAT 2020, so it had 26 questions out of 75 in the language section. So which is essentially 1/3. So similar to CAT, it has 1/3 of the section which is in reading in verbal ability. If we compare the reading comprehension part, so there were 14 questions on RC, and if we talk about the non-RC part, there were 6 in critical reasoning and 6 questions in error spotting, para jumble, fill in the blank. So in this case, it tests you on your grammar, but there is no vocab. There is no vocab, but there is grammar. So no vocab, grammar is there. Okay, and it also has critical reasoning. So not all exams have critical reasoning in the verbal section. It has critical reasoning in it with 6 questions. So it had 4 RCs and a poem. So 14 questions from reading comprehension and rest of the 12 questions from other parts including critical reasoning. Okay. Now next exam, that is IIFT. So IIFT has 35 questions out of 110 from the verbal ability section, which is again one third. So all the MBA examinations, if they have 3 sections, the verbal ability section will be about one third of the paper. In this, if we see, 16 is from RC, okay, 16 RC and 19 questions from verbal ability. So prior to 2019 up to IIFT 2018, it used to have a separate VA and separate RC section. Now in 2019 they clubbed these two sections. So 16 questions on RC and 19 on verbal ability. And this is an examination which covers all topics. So it tests you on vocab. Okay, so this is vocab. It tests you on grammar. Okay, it tests you again idioms. All these are your vocab based questions. So it will test you not only on reading, it will also test you on vocab as well as grammar. Okay, so it can be considered as a complete test of English. It not only tests you on reading but also on vocab, grammar and other skills. Okay, so it covers all types of questions. Now coming to NMAT. NMAT up to 2019, it used to have 32 questions out of 120 from reading from your verbal ability section, which was about 25%, not even 30%. Okay, but however, this year from 2020, NMAT 2020 will have 36 questions out of 108. So that will be one third on your verbal ability section. Again, NMAT tests you on everything. It tests you on reading comprehension, though the reading comprehension part is very less as compared to the other exams that we saw. So if you look at IIFT, we saw that it is almost equal to VA part. Even in that, RC was dominant. CAT was mostly RC. Here the reading comprehension part is just 8 questions and 24 from verbal ability. So it is more of VA than of RC, and it covers all type of questions such as parajumbles, error spotting, fill in the blanks, vocab and cloze test. So it is again a comprehensive test of your grammar, vocab, etc. Next exam that I'm going to talk about is SNAP. Okay, SNAP, again it is you can think of it like NMAT. It has very less content of RC, just 8 questions out of 34 from RC, and rest is VA part, and it also has a long list of topics. It tests you on vocab like synonyms, antonyms. It will test you on odd one out, meaning of words. Fill in the blanks are also some vocab based, some grammar based. Okay, then you have parajumble, parts of speech, sentence correction, voice change, so all sorts of things. So you can say that it is one of the most comprehensive tests of language skills. It tests you on reading skills but also on your grammar, vocab. Okay, and in-depth knowledge of grammar is needed. You must understand what are figures of speech. You must understand how to change voice of sentences, etc. So it is a very detailed. Okay, so 34 questions, 26 on VA and just 8 on RC, and covering a long range of topics. Next exam that I'm going to talk about is TISNET. Okay, so TISNET has 30 questions. It has just 30 questions in your language skills. So in these 30 questions, you have 10 on RCs and 20 on verbal ability. And it again tests you on different topics such as error spotting, vocab, fill in the blanks, jumbled up sentences, and verbal reasoning. Okay, so it's a test of it's a comprehensive test. It tests you on different parameters. Okay. Now coming to the next exam, which is MICA. MICAT, it is for MICA. Okay. It is for Mudra Institute of Communications. Okay. It just has 25 questions because there are 4 sections. There is a GK section as well in this. Okay. So it has 4 sections. That's why the proportion is 1/4. In this, there is only one RC and it tests you on other things like fill in the blanks, error spotting, parajumble and vocab. So limited types of questions, just a few types of questions, not many types. And the reading comprehension part is just 5 questions out of the 25. Okay. Now talking about Maharashtra CET. This is one of the MBA examinations which is taken by more than 1 lakh candidates. Okay, although you don't have many, this is primarily taken by candidates of Maharashtra, but there are many non-Maharashtra candidates as well who appear for this examination every year. It has 200 questions and 50 questions are from verbal ability. And when we talk about RCs, it has 15 questions on RCs, and then you have different varieties of questions, and you can see that the pattern is similar to bank PO examination. Now this is an examination which is conducted by IBPS, hence the examination pattern is similar to those of your bank examinations. Like they will ask questions on common theme, word rearrangement in a sentence, match the following, parajumble, it will have multiple sentences and you are asked to, like it is a set question. And you are asked that which is the first sentence, second sentence and so on. Then you have certain sentence fillers, highlighted words and some words used. Okay, so it has a bank PO type of pattern. So if you are preparing for bank PO examinations and if you have taken those examinations, this will be similar in that nature. Okay. Next exam is CMAT. This is a very easy exam. Okay, it is a very easy exam. People score very high in this section. It has 4 sections and 1/4 of the section consists of verbal ability part. Last year there was only one reading comprehension. Prior to that, now this is about CMAT 2020. If I talk about 2019, up to that period, it used to have 3 RCs, so about 15 questions from RCs. But now this time they had just 6 questions, and then they have questions on vocab, mostly vocab and certain things like fill in the blanks, parajumbles, error spotting, correct spelling. So it is mostly vocab and some part of grammar as well. Okay, and this is an easy exam. So as compared to other MBA examinations, it is one of the easy MBA examinations.